Hello everybody and welcome back to another edition of the War Report here on Elysium Peak. I'm your host Foghladha of the GODHAND tribe, and this was battle number 10, July 26, 2025. We're going to be jumping right in, but first, if you have not claimed it yet, down at the bottom there are two codes, one for new players, one for returning players. Be sure to use those. Got some really great stuff. I finally got my eyes on what it is, and I kind of wish I could use it, but it's really good stuff. It'll help you get a little closer to that gold unit unlocking. In any case, we got some key terms. Prestige is the value of land that you own, and claim is the total amount of prestige that you earn across the course of the season. Renown is a change in your property value, whether it goes up or down when you take possession. And triumphs are the end of season prize money that we all fight for. Looking at those upcoming events really quick, we got a few wars left. So there is 2 wars left in Phase 3. The big one to remember is August 2nd. That's battle number 12. That is the positioning rounds for the capital cities of Agolia and Haojing. So if you're in Longting or Ostaria, expect a lot of heavy activity in your region. Looking at our war summary tonight, really quick, there was 49 warring factions, 16 alliances, 110 fiefs, 44 fief changes, and 37,800 total prestige on the board. Over in Longting, we have 9,100 total prestige with 28 fiefs on the board. We Don't Read came over and grabbed up 45% of that. ChocolateMilk still holds on to 31%. Hibernia with 12%, Cohorts with 9%, and Prometheus with 2%. Over in Ostaria, we have 14,400 total prestige with 39 fiefs available. Cohorts have 25%. We Don't Read with 21%, ChocolateMilk with 17%, and then Prometheus 11%, Brotherhood with 10%. Over in Liangyun, there's 14,300 total prestige with 43 fiefs available. The ChocolateCouncil has 35%. Brotherhood has 16%. Council Undivided with 10%. And Chillers with 8%. And with No Evil has another 8%. Alright, next up we are going to take a look at the economy really briefly. We had a whole bunch of Rising Kingdoms today. Yunzhen went to 4. Das Bulwark went to 7, Segaspeni went to 6, Osta went to 5, Tycoon went to 2, Ziwasai went to 3, Schofelbrook went to 2, Winrabi went to 2, Muellerhaus went to 2, and Strandorf went to 2. Looking at those crumbling empires, we saw Wangqiagun drop to 3. Top fiefs in the world, we now have a rank 7, Das Bulwark, congratulations. We have a rank 6 in 4 of those, actually. Segaspeni, Steinklepp, or Fort Warsun, and Ninewall. And then 4 rank 5s with Mingyu, Elbogen, Ostel, and Warlin. As for top builders, Dexter's Lab takes the cake with 800. Right on their heroes is Warriors with 780. Aeternum in 3rd with 700. iSpartans in 4th with 500. Durandon in 5th, 390. Vanguard with 300. Explicit with 150, Goshki with 150, Ming with 150, and Inferno with 150. Next up, we're going to take a look at the unit kit crafting scene. If you have the materials already on hand, you can craft these kits. There's a whole lot of them available. The big one to mention is the Zweihander kit. That is the cheapest gold kit to craft. We do have no real cheap. Yeah, none of the Kriegsbrüder kit's over at Elbogen. That's the cheap kit to craft in the purple category. Alright, looking at the siege craft, still only blue siege. Don't have anything purple, sadly. Take a look at those fief quests. Top fief quests tonight are 9-wall with the 6 genets, 3,500. Top honor gains, Steinklepp, 1 epic artillery for 720. You can also drop it off at Warlin. Top house EXP is 9-wall with 100 regional exotics. Alright, we're sweeping over to Longting real quick. This zone was really hot tonight. 82% free houses versus 18% Legion. 9,100 regional prosperity with 4 towns, 3 forts, and 21 villages in play. Prosperity tier is 2. Top 5 seasonal landowners include Aeternum with 18,950, Moo Crew with 11,250, Vanguard with 6,500, Dexter's Lab with 6,450, and Goshki with 3,900. As for renowned builders, Aeternum has 550 renown, Dexter's Lab with 350, Goshki with 150, Ming with 150, and Goshki Dub with 100. As for prestigious strongholds, 9-wall and Fort Warsun both 6. Top flourishing villages, Kenu and Fengyu at rank 4 apiece. Looking at our war map tonight, changed quite a bit. You can notice ChocolateMilk is now in the north and still has a few key territories. They still have 2,850. We Don't Read, however, took over a big chunk of their land tonight with 4,050 points on the board, putting them as the front runner in for the capital city. Hibernia still holding out up there in the north with 1,050. Cohorts expanding their territories up to 800. Prometheus came over and grabbed 200. Conquest grabbed a fief down there in the south for 150. Looking at the changes, there you go. We had Moo Crew with 1, Dexter's Lab with 2, Vanguard with 7, Atlas with 3, Cohorts with 3, Con with 1, and Warforged with 1. As for the houses of the region, Longting Legion is currently owning the throne. We have the regional barons of Moo Crew, Vanguard, Dexter's Lab, Atlas, and Aeternum. We have regional stewards of Goshkia Dub, Goshkia, Order of Valor, Warforged, Khan, and Black Templars. As for champions, we have this right now. We got a two-way race between We Don't Read and ChocolateMilk. We expected somebody to come over. I wasn't quite expecting it until next week. So this is going to get really interesting to see the next two wars and see where they shake out by this time next week. All right, it's about time for our interview. Let's go ahead and grab DARKGOD here. Welcome, DARKGOD. Thank you so much for joining us today. How's it going? Thank you so much for joining us. First, to start things off, you want to give people a little rundown of who you are and what you do? The Liege. Hold on one second. It appears I need to unmute this. Sorry, guys. All right, go ahead.
And we was before Nox, and now we did a merge for this season, and that's Aeternum.
All right, so let's go ahead and go through a few rapid fire questions. How long have you been playing Conqueror's Blade?
I have been playing since like 5 years.
Very nice.
I first played on North America, and then when South America servers appear, I changed my server.
Nice. And how was it over on the South American servers?
My what? Sorry.
How was the lifestyle over there on the South American servers? Was it as active as it is here now?
At the start, it was active, yeah, but like until like the second begin season, yeah, it already was pretty dead, to be honest.
Yeah, I kind of figured as much when they merged us over. It seemed like it was a lot of guys and a lot of people, a lot of good players. It just didn't seem like it had enough to support the whole community on its own.
Yeah, the bad problem on the Spanish community is many is really toxic with others or don't like to play with other players and ego problems.
Yeah, that can happen, especially in a competitive environment. All right, so what's your favorite weapon in the whole game? What's your favorite one that you choose to go into battle with?
My favorite weapon was a short sword for a long time, and now I'm currently using the spear and shield.
Very nice. Yeah, that's a pretty good transition right there. I mean, both of those are pretty good survivable weapons. All right, how about your favorite unit? Which one can we always find in your warband?
My favorite unit is the Ratan Pigman.
Yeah, I see that a lot. Rat and Pikemen are definitely a sleeper agent that not a lot of people know about, and I think that everyone should probably have those in their warband at some point.
Yeah, if you know how to use them, you can even kill golden units with it. It's pretty worth to use it.
Yeah, I mean you're trading a gold unit for a green unit. What's not to love, right? All right,
Of course, yeah.
how about your favorite siege weapon? Like Grape
I
Shot
really,
or Ballista?
I'm not really a player of artillery. I mean, like in territory war, I just put them and I like to put on the front line. I'm
Okay.
not really an artillery way.
All right, that's fair. All right, what was your favorite season so far?
My favorite season? I don't think I have a favorite one. But thematic could be the Constantinople one.
All right. How about the footballs? Do you like them, or are they something that you would not advise people getting?
That's the blue unit of the season, right?
Correct.
I don't really like them, but they can be useful if you know how to use the unit.
And how about the halberd elites?
That one I really didn't use them, so I can make a comment on it.
Okay. What do you think of the chariots?
Chariot, it's pretty good, but currently the people it's so scared about it. You have many ways to counter it.
Yeah, I think as people learn more and more about it, I think it's going to be seen a lot less. I think it's kind of like this season's harangues. As soon as people learn how to counter it, it's going to disappear.
Yeah, it's not really opinion damage. It have a lot of stun. That's what makes it really good. But if you can counter it, you can kill it very fast.
All right. Out of all the units in the game right now, which one do you think is the strongest?
The strongest, yeah, if you know how to use it, is the chariot because you can make a big difference on a push.
Yeah, I can see that. All right, I'm going to ask you a fun one, and we'll see if you can. If your house was a Latin band, what would they be called?
What's that?
Like singers. Like if they were like a group of singers, what would they be called?
Oh, a group of singers.
Yeah, it's just a funny one, just a fun one.
Oh, that's a hard one. We have a lot of different people in the house.
Okay, I'll let you off the hook. All right, so when did the house that Aeternum start, and is it part of a larger community that's outside a game, or is it just created for this game in particular?
Our main game is Conqueror, but we also play many games on our Discord. It was founded on this game, but we make friends with each other and then start playing other games. But our currently main game is Conquerors.
Can you tell us a little bit about your favorite moment in CB, like the moment that keeps you playing?
Mm, It's no, I am really playing more for my friends. Like we have been for a lot together. And the game have his good moments. I mean, if you lost a battle, you can still enjoy it. I don't mean on losing a battlefield. I like it.
Yeah, it's really those for me. It's the hang on to the edge of your seat kind of moments where you're like sitting on a point, you're watching the clock tick down, and you're just trying to hold it as long as you can. It's just I don't know. There's something amazing about this game.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, so take me through tonight's war. You guys had a pretty rough night as an alliance. What was your fights like? I mean, did you have any real great moments out there?
Yeah, at the start was our main attack. Sadly, this war I don't know why, but the people come really late, so to Discord, and we don't was able to organize the people on the attack. So the first one was pretty bad, or attack, and then the second one was why a lot better.
And were you fighting in
And
Ostaria or Longting tonight?
we was on. Longting today.
Okay. I knew that a few of you guys were over in Ostaria, so I wasn't sure what side of the fence you were on.
Our main stack was on Liege, and then we got some people trying to defend everything outside.
Yeah, it's kind of like a giant dumpster fire tonight. So, just a really fun question right now. If you were to give somebody in the game or a house an award, what would it be and who would it be for?
Right, can you repeat? I didn't hear it.
Okay, if you were to give an award to somebody or a house that you make up, what would the award be and who would you give it to?
I think could be explicit on this season. Like we was fighting them at the start of the season. We're good battles, and they lose a lot. Like I don't mean against just us, but like his ally and everything. And they keep playing. They keep trying new allies. So they didn't leave his house or something. I really like that on houses.
Yeah, that perseverance just keeps coming at you. It's rather refreshing. In the world where everyone, like a lot of people, just give up as soon as they get any kind of confrontation. It's nice to see that there are still some people out there that will keep pushing and keep trying harder and just keep stepping back up. You know, it's nice.
Yeah, like if you lose something, it's not the end of the war. You can keep trying.
Right? It's not gonna make bread any cheaper.
Uh-huh.
All right, Dark Eye. Well, I got to wrap it up with you, and I want to thank you for coming on tonight. I know it was a challenge to get you here, but I think it was worth it. Thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate it. And I will probably be circling around back later this season as the in-game, post-game starts. I really want to cover that war as well. So when things heat up, I'll be circling back around. So thank you so much. You got any closing words for everybody before we go?
Yeah, first of all, I'm sorry for my poor English. I am a Spanish speaker. And thank you for inviting me here. It was a pleasure for me.
Anytime. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Saya.
All right. There you got Dark God for you. Aeternum with ChocolateMilk. Let's go ahead and proceed. Next up, we have Ostaria. So for Ostaria, we have 69% free houses versus 31% Legion, 14,400 regional prosperity, 10 towns, 2 forts, 27 villages in play, prosperity tier of 3. Right now, Dexter's Lab owns the most territory of the total acclaim board with 19,100, Vanguard with 10,650, Inferno with 9,550, Atlas with 7,050, Homegrown with 6,900. Top renowned builder was Dexter's Lab with 450, Vanguard with 300, Aeternum with 150, Explicit with 150, and Inferno with 150. Most prestigious stronghold in the land is Das Bulwark. Top flourishing village is Bergdorf. Looking at tonight's war map, you have the cohorts owning a nice chunk of pie over there in the west. We have We Don't Read with some key properties over on the east. That's 3,000 worth, exactly enough to knock on the door. ChocolateMilk has 2,400. They need about 600 more to be able to knock on that door. Prometheus, still holding on to Elbogan in Platland. 1,650 points there. If they upgrade those to level 5, 6, they might have a pretty good shot of the capital's hit. Brotherhood with 1,500 over there in the far east. And Grunfeld. And then you have Deuce Volt hiding out at Alter Westbrook. 950 points there. Whispering Void up north with 550. You have Independence with 450 points on the board, and then Silent House hanging out down there in the far southwest with 300. Looking at tonight's battles, we have Warforged with 2 and Infamous Misfits with 1. As for houses, the King of Ostaria currently is the Cohort Legion. Regional barons include Warforged, Vanguard, Explicit, Black Templars, Aeternum, and Dexter's Lab. Regional stewards include Midway Kings, Homicide, Atlas, Gusbuzz Nation, Viltrumite, Infamous Misfits, The Wild Hunt, Uwu, and Durandon. Looking at the race for the capital city, we have We Don't Read versus ChocolateMilk. Very similar scenario. And finally, for tonight's interview, we are going to bring on the one and only GODHAND. Now, this man has been playing in the cohorts as long as I can remember. Welcome, GODHAND. Thank you so much for joining.
Hey, thank you for having me. I hope my mic works.
Oh, your mic works flawlessly. All right, so give us a little rundown of who you are, how long you've been playing, all that jazz, real quick.
Yeah, my name is GODHAND. I've been playing since season 4.5, which was August 12th of 2020, original Cloudwing Valley over here, and I've been in the cohorts for quite some time, I think since season 9.
And when you were part of a house, what house were you part of back in the day?
My apologies. I can't hear anything. Hold on.
Uh-oh. All right. He'll be right back after these messages.
My apologies. I don't know. Whatever you said, I agree with.
Oh, yes. I was talking about your first house, and it must have been Goshka, because, yeah. I'm kidding. All right. Can you hear me now?
I am so sorry, Fog. I cannot hear a single thing. Hold on.
All right. I'm going to try typing him the questions. All right, GODHAND. What is your favorite weapon? Maybe. I can hear you.
Okay.
Oh, I can hear myself now.
Oh yeah, my apologies. Okay.
No problem. Which favorite weapon?
What happened after Cloudwing Valley? I'm so sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem.
My favorite weapon, you said?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dual blade. I love dual blade. It's getting a lot harder and harder to kill, especially with all these new weapons coming along. So hearing a player just audibly, yell at this in the Discord, about a dual blade player getting killed. It's such a good assassin class. I love it.
Yeah, I kind of feel like it's having a second coming. Like for a while there, it kind of disappeared, and now it's kind of is making its comeback. I feel.
Oh yeah, no, there's some really good dual play players that are, you can tell they're practicing, and when it takes some skill and utilizing the shurikens and everything. But yeah, it's coming back. It's really, really fun to play with.
What's your favorite elite skill?
Elite skill?
Yeah. Like on the dual
elite...
blade, which one do you prefer?
Oh, the bomb, I'm slowly trying to use the bomb, but obviously the Marked for Death is just so, you play that backwards in slow motion, it just looks beautiful. But I gotta say the shuriken. The shuriken is just so fun. I don't like that they add, I personally don't like that you turn invisible. I don't like that, but it is something that they add in and I have to adapt to. But I know a lot of other players like it.
All right. What's your favorite unit?
My favorite unit, mine is Janissaries. I am obsessed. I know it's not the favorite meta unit, but I love the Janissaries. I think that the sound that they make when you're shooting that marble at people, it's addicting to me.
Yeah. I think there's probably quite a few people in CB land that would second that. How about siege weapons? What's your favorite siege weapon?
Oh, you got to go with the Bombard. Like, the Bombard, you can't even sell or make those. I don't know how many players still have those left. I still have one, and they're hard to use, but it's just, you see it out. It's just a giant death ray. Like, it kills everything,
including your friends, as many people have learned.
Yeah, it's so hard to get off, but I know some people are still hoarding some, which is crazy. They should let you build those or something. I don't know, but they will sell them.
I keep asking them that if you create a rank 9 town, you should be able to build it.
But, it should be obviously something very hard to make.
Yep, like a rank 10 town. Yeah, totally. All right, what was your favorite season?
My favorite season's season 16, the Sengoku, because it introduced something we haven't seen in a while, which was 5 units for a season, and also 3 samurai attires. We used to get an attire for almost everything, and then they just stopped. I don't know, but when they brought season 16, I feel like they introduced a lot again, which was fun to see. Whether you like the units or not, we got 5, so that was really, really fun.
Nice. Yeah, I did like that season. It was pretty good. I think my personal favorite is still season 7, though.
Oh, nice. I mean, hey, you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, I don't know. There was just something about it. It just seemed like my jam. I don't know. All right. So, what do you think of the footballs this season? You think they're a quality unit?
I mean, I like the diversity. I don't use them. I think it's cool. I was a big Hero. I mean, a fan of the movie Hero. So being able to
Yeah.
actually
Oh, yeah.
use the unit. So like, I think it's cool. But I know people always narrow down units to meta. But I mean, it's always good to just start seeing more units. They just got to like buff them and be a good rock paper scissors between each one. But I think they're cool. It is cool to see.
Yeah, every unit's gonna have its day sooner or later. Like there's so many. Like, I mean, poor Keftel, man. They had like that one day. They literally had like almost a week.
I know.
Yeah.
That's man, my poor kept tools. I
Right?
know what you mean.
Everyone got all excited. Nope, just kidding, just kidding.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, it's on my those kept tools on low on my on lists of units that I like.
All right. So, how about the Halberd Elites? Do you like the Halberd Elites?
Halberd elites, they're hard for me. They're hard to use, but I do like them. It just I just need to. I hope they buff them or the better because I love the idea of just taking shields away. But for me they're hard to use, but I do like that unit. There's a lot of units that I love. I just don't use because they're they're just something tricky about them. But that's something every player has. Every player has that unit that they know they're very, very good at. That one's just not one for me.
All right. Now I hear that chariots are quite popular among the cohorts. What do you think of the chariots?
Are they very popular with the credit card warriors, as I said. The chariots are great. I loved it. I don't have it. I've been still working. I like to go through season by season and get every single unit, so I'm not there yet. So, but chariots, I think, is honestly a great addition to the game. Just constantly evolving. It's really cool. Some people are annoyed by them, but then there's players that I've seen easily counter them every single time. But I can't wait to play it because I love watching other people's videos. They look super fun. I wish you could pick up someone else's chariot, but they probably won't get enough sales if you do that. So
Yeah, chariot jacking would be a lot of fun, in all honesty. Just jack somebody's chariot, knock them off, and take the chariot. It'd be great. This would be amazing. Grand Theft Chariot.
That would be almost like getting. I mean that would be a very cancerous thing to get your chariot taken, especially if you paid for it.
Yeah, right. All right, so let's go for a fun one. What do you think the best meta unit of the season is? Which, out of all the units in the game, which one do you think is like kind of the cream of the crop this season?
This season, this season, honestly, it's just a chariot. Like, you could say phalanx, you could say the Star Banner Cav, and all that stuff, but the best I don't. Would you even consider chariot? It's just one chariot. I don't know if it's a unit, but I mean, it's definitely a game changer. I couldn't believe how much it definitely changes. Just having one on the battlefield can really, really help your team a lot. And I honestly don't know what else to say besides that. Their health is insanely crazy. Completely changes the dynamic of the game. It's a really, really fun unit, and I just can't wait to play it. But it definitely helps. Yeah, I do see a lot of chariots though, so I'm very glad for it.
All right, well let's jump over and talk a little bit about Ostaria. So tell me about what's been going on over there. I mean, what's the major players? What is it like going to territory wars? Is it a lot of defending or is it a lot of assaulting? How are you guys playing it out there?
This season, I mean, the houses are. I mean, you got like We don't read. They're definitely a big top contender for us for Algolia. That's going to be a huge one. Milk was over here, but they have a ton of stuff everywhere. But it looks like it's going to be we don't read. But as cohorts, it's pretty tough because you're fighting like the map for us is blue and red. You're fighting everybody. Like it doesn't. You can have 100 cohorts. You're still fighting the rest of the server on all fronts. So when that capital opens, I mean, the land is going to shrink and shrink. But you know, a lot of these new houses keep coming in. But I know ChocolateMilk did got Stein back, so we're always on the defense. And whenever we have, whenever the houses are on blue tag, I personally don't like it when houses are on blue tag. Like just fight, everyone fight each other. But when they are, it's a lot tougher. So, but it is what it is. Cohorts aren't going away. We'll lose all our stuff and we'll gain it back one day.
All right. So, what's the atmosphere like in the cohorts?
Atmosphere is great. It's very casual. Like if it's all individual bases. So you as a player from a house, you can join the cohorts and never go into a Discord or anything. You just play as you would any siege or rank battles. But there's no, it's very chaotic. A lot of players don't know about the cohorts and have never tried cohorts. If you want to be a part of territory war, but not have all the house rules or anything, you could just go in, get your fix. But there are an elite core of cohorts, but like cohorts that have been around since the beginning that have a Discord. There's multiple Discords, but we have the Imperial Discord, very welcoming. They welcomed me, like Alros, who was like the leader of it, was always great, always welcomes everyone, and everyone has to decide individually, like we have to work together if you want to have some fun, because it gets chaotic. Because unlike houses, you can't kick anyone, and everybody can join. So it's casual, fun, but also frustrating and chaotic, if that makes any sense.
Yep, exactly. I think a lot of players join the cohorts for that very reason, is they just want to do whatever they want. And
Yeah,
can work great, can work terribly though. So
a lot of hardcore houses come in thinking it's a house, and because they can't control it, they'll leave frustrated. But the ones that understand it and know that they're in there just for fun, you get so many battles. You get rapid response battles. You don't have to walk to defend. You just teleport. So I always recommend, if someone's burnt out of a house, wants to take a break from the house, because house leaders and houses is a lot of work. I have respect for all the lieges. Like it is a lot of work managing that, but also it's always nice to take a vacation from that and just go into the cohorts and not worry about Diplo and attack everyone.
Yeah, I can see that. So what's the thing that you don't like about cohorts in its current state that you wish would be fixed?
Oh my gosh. Do you have 5 hours? Because I can talk about what I don't like.
All right. Top two.
But the top one is houses. They have alliance chat. If you have a house, you have house chat and alliance chat. Cohorts do not have alliance chat, which if you're a new player, you can join a cohort. Let's say you join the Longting cohorts, and your alliance chat, you can't talk to other cohorts and other alliances. So that cohort will be like, there's no one here. I'm not talking to anyone. And that they don't realize that everyone's in the Ostarian Legion. And everyone in Ostarian Legion can talk to each other, but they can't talk in alliance chat with the other cohorts, which is very, very frustrating. And I don't understand, until this day, the devs just have not fixed that. And because it can be isolating for a lot of new players. Even the new players that are in the other ones, they don't know what's going on with other players. So just imagine your house didn't have alliance chat. It's just a very useful thing to have.
Yeah, that definitely does sound like a pretty big detriment.
Yeah, and then also kicking players from that's the other thing, because you'll get house slot lockers or people that just use longbows and don't push point and all that stuff. You can't do that. But in my personal opinion, it's the alliance chat, because communication is a huge thing to have coherent cohorts to work together, especially against the whole server.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Before we go, I do have to ask you the token question of if you were to give somebody an award or a house an award, what would it be and who would you give it to?
Oh my gosh. I'll do my best. I have a couple, so I'll go rapid fire. The funniest award, and the one I haven't been able to kill, Young Slayer. The house into cohorts, like Wolfpack leaders, like house players that went into cohorts. Like these guys were great. Young Slayer, Zoog, White Mamba, Honor It, Soup, and I don't think so. They're great. Tong Tong, I'd give the Discipline and Consistency Award. He's the leader of Vanguard. Firefly, True Cohort, Obi-Wan, Cohort Wisdom, Lazy, Best of Diamond Point, Auros, Mentor of the Century, Dawnguard, Territory War Leader, Captain, Bubbles, Warhammer, Black Templar, Morgan, Most Versatile. I have like two more. Buck and Pixie, Best Couple, Merrick, Alchemist, and of course, Fog, Best in the Community. So
I tried.
so, I'm sorry, I had to get those in. I had to rapid fire those, but like
it's all good. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's I try to keep to the time frame that I allot, but you know, it's always fun when you have good people visiting. So
we all know the best award goes to LK, so everyone knows that.
There you go. All right, man. Well, on that note, we gotta be going. So thank you so much for joining GODHAND. We'll probably circle back around sooner or later. So keep that Discord handy, and thank you so much for joining. Do you have any closing words before we go?
No, thank you for having me. It's always great to see all the houses, and just thank you for having cohorts as well. We are here. There are players here, and we love fighting everybody. And join the Imperial cohorts if you ever want to take a break from the house.
All right. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Hey, you too, man. Thank you.
All right, moving along, we are going to cruise on over to Liangyun, our final region of the night. We have 93% Free House versus 7% Legion, 14,300 total regional prosperity, 11 towns, 1 fort, 31 villages. Prosperity tier is 2. Top 5 seasonal landowners include Warriors with 13,065, iSpartan with 10,985, Forbidden City with 6,240, DeathGuard 5,850, Undying Wolves with 5,850. Top renowned builders is Warriors with 780, iSpartan with 650, Duranian with 390. As for most prestigious stronghold, we have Mingyu at rank 5, top flourishing village is 3 of which, Taikung, Luxing, and Mari, all of which are rank 2. Taking a look at that war map really quick, there you have it. HighCouncil is holding out strong down in the southeast, 4,940. Brotherhood stormed on over here and took over a bunch of land, 2,340. Chaos Undivided grew their territories and with 1,365. No Evil still holding strong up there in that midsection with 1,170. Chillers chilling at Gao King with 1,170. The Independents over at Mingyu, 1,170. Hallowed Kings, the red color, they have 585. They're the kind of the brighter shade of red compared to the darker shade. I'll have to differ those two. The cohorts, the blue color, they have 585. Boneyard with the purple over at Aiko and Shanlu with 390. Defiance with the orange, the brighter orange at Zhao Qing. Whispering Void has Summit. And then Silent House, which is right smack dab in the middle at Hang with 195. Looking at the changes tonight, we saw Forbidden City with 1, Misfits with 1, Explicit with 6, DeathGuard with 1, Wait and Salt with 1, Vestarius with 2, Cohorts with 3, Homegrown with 2, The Wild Hunt with 1, iSpartans with 2, Viltrumite with 1, Robber Barons with 1, and Here with 1. As for houses, the Liangyun Legion owns the throne for another few weeks. Regional Barons with iSpartans, Explicit, Homegrown, Undying Wolves, Warriors, and Here. Regional Stewards include Forbidden City, DeathGuard, Soda, Misfits, Bastarios, Vigilantes, Robber Barons, The Wild Hunt, Viltrumite, Ares, and Wait and Salt. There you go. Alright. Taking a look at the race for the capital, we have a HighCouncil versus Brotherhood race currently. And now it's time to welcome in tonight's interview. Tonight we have two gentlemen Welcome, gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining.
Of course.
We have Spartamonster and how would I pronounce that?
Simsonater.
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 You got it.
Simsonater might be something different.
Hey, you're good, brother.
It's good. My in-game name is iSupport, so you can take that too.
I support. Okay, nice. Okay, so welcome, guys. Thank you so much for joining. We are going to go over some quick questions. We don't have anyone after you, so feel free to take as long as or as quick as you need.
Oof.
First up, let's go ahead and have you guys tell us how long you've been playing and where you've been playing.
Oh, wow. I started back in 2023, so I haven't been playing super long. And I even took a long break, and I'm barely back for this season, so I have not been playing for very long.
I've been playing since the beta, and I was in. All right, get ready for this. I'm gonna start listing off some names, guys. All right, I was in Spartan Legion, Nemesis, Warborn, I Kingdom, I Team, Initiative, Imperial Dynasty, Yellow Turbans, and I Kingdom, or Undaunted Spartans. Now iSpartans.
Quite a collection there.
Thank you.
You've
It's
played
like
with
Pokemon.
some legends, you know. So you got a lot of good training in your wheelhouse there. All right. So, what's your favorite weapon, guys?
Mine's longsword.
Spear and Shield.
Very nice. Favorite unit?
Imaging Paladins.
Shield Maidens.
I'm with you there. I love the shield maidens. Favorite siege weapons?
Mortars.
Bombards.
Yeah, I gotta love the bombards. The only thing I hate about bombards is the second you put it up, you know somebody's diving it. Like, and some stupid mall's gonna jump off his horse and break it in one swing, and you're just like, oh my god, there goes like, you know, 1,000,000 freaking silver.
Somebody actually places a bombard in a siege, you know it's over.
Yeah, pretty much.
I had that happen recently, actually.
It breaks my
crazy.
heart every time, you know. The worst is when you get the guy that builds it and then he panics because he sees someone coming, so he just jumps on and pulls the trigger and blows your team to kingdom come. You know, he blows his friends
See,
up.
that happened way more than once. Yeah.
Oh my god! I remember the first time I saw the bombard place. This guy put it too close to the front door and he fired and blew up 6 of his own guys and the bombard itself.
Yeah.
It was such a legendary move right there. Like by far one of my favorite memories of CV. It's just like, oh my god, I cannot believe that just happened.
Yeah, don't give me
bombards
one of
are
those. I
king.
just might do that.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm pretty sure, I think it was No Evil that we actually dropped a bombard in a village. We were defending, I think it was Westweg at the time, and we literally dropped a bombard and fired it at their home point and wiped them all off the point.
That's you know what? I can see that happening. I could see that happening.
Yeah, it was. I'm pretty sure it might have been No Evil. I think it might have been, but yeah, that was pretty much. Bombards are just crazy. Like, if you can get one of those and actually be able to fire off a round, man, it's just legendary.
It is.
All right, so what is your favorite seasons?
My favorite season is the Legacy of Fire season. Love those units.
Yeah, that was a really
my
good season.
prime season is the Nightfall season. When it happened.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. I have to say the Nightfall intro video, like the trailer, I think is probably one of the best trailers they ever did.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Nightfall cinematics go hard.
Yeah, that one was very good. That one and I think the Highlander one was really good too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so how about the footbows? Do we like them?
They're all right.
Like, I never see them used at all anymore, so I don't know what... You know, they had their, like, really big moment. Like, when they first came out, like, everyone was using them, and, like, they were actually decent, and then they got nerfed, and, like, now nobody uses them. I think they need to find a happy medium between the two.
I did use them for a bit when they first came out, and I was mostly using them for counter range, surprisingly, on flat maps where I could find their range. Like, Hidden City. Maps like that. But then they were terrible at that once purple season hit, so I quit using them.
So if I was to join iSpartans, you probably wouldn't advise me to bring those to TW.
Definitely not.
All right, how about the Halberd Elites? Are they any better?
I feel like Wu Wei do what they do better.
Yeah, he ain't wrong.
All right, how about the Chariots? What do you think of the Chariots?
They're fun. There's a lot of complaints going on with them that I do agree with, because they are really frustrating. But having a unit that breaks up compositions and it disrupts the battlefield in that way, I think is great. But having the tools to deal with it is necessary, and I think there needs to be a few more tools for dealing with the chariot.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I
ramps. They need some ramps.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
well, I think houses that are players that are really complaining about it, they haven't bought it, which is one thing. Like they aren't playing Wallop Blade. But the other thing is that like if you're a smaller house, just bring one unit of like Outriders or Domain Arbalists or Archers, or something, right? Like your longswords can dismount them, right? And archers can slow them down. Like there's so many counters to them. They're very balanced if you can play them smart, right? Play against them smartly, intelligently. So that's the best way to deal with them. And I don't think they're too outlandish, but I do think they have their moments, like Simsonater saying, where they just are ridiculously like busted. So
Yeah, I mean, as soon as people realize that flames pretty much stop it with the incendiary archers, like it's like a hard break.
Yeah.
You've
Yep.
got your Rattan bow unit. I forget their names. Vipers. You got the Rattan Vipers, which will slow them.
They stop it. The debuff. Yep.
Yeah, the debuff slows them. I mean, there's a lot, like anything with poison really kind of hinders them. Even the Keshik's bleed will slow them down,
Yep.
although you're going to lose your Keshiks if you try it.
Yeah.
I do, my biggest tip to all new players out there that have those Laos and you think that second button is going to, devastate them. No, it's going to just send all your units directly to the chariot so they die. Like, I don't know if you've tried that yet. But it's literally like watch your
Yeah,
entire
they
unit
explode.
die in one button push.
Yeah, they explode.
It's like, oh my god, I cannot believe that they die so quick there. But no, there's a lot of counters, and I think once people learn those counters, it's going to be a unit that people aren't going to fear as much.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think that last nerf, taking away a lot of the ultimate abilities, not dismount the rider, was definitely uncalled for. I think that they should keep anything that knocks down should knock you off your chariot.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Simsonater?
I was just agreeing with that comment.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about house. Where did the iSpartans get their idea from? How was it put together? And do you guys have another community that kind of feeds into it outside the game?
We don't actually. So obviously everyone knows iKingdom. They were a house that I was a part of for I think about 2 years almost. And then I went and helped build iTeam. I built their Discord, I helped with that, and then I left for personal reasons, joined Initiative, left that for personal reasons. Like I've just been, helping out and then hopping out. But I started becoming a Liege because I felt like the drama and the issues were super prevalent in the game, and I just wanted to grow a stack that cared for each other and wanted to become better. And while that was happening, the iKingdom guys were getting better and better and better. A lot of you guys will say they're not, anything, but they are. They're a community. They are very strong. They are knowledgeable, and they're always willing to help out people. So I made Imperial Dynasty, and that didn't end up working out. And I went into YT because we were allied at the time, and I didn't want to leave my ally alone. And then they tried to merge us into them. I got up at like 5 a.m. to a call from Alohi and Win, and they were like, "We want you to merge into us." And I was like, "Nope." And I went and made my own house. And it's a bunch of it was Undaunted Spartans at the time. It's just a bunch of guys who came from it. You know what I mean? Like we have players from Midway Kings. We have players from, YT. We have players from, Imperial Dynasty. We have players from just that we picked up that have been in different houses, that have dealt with that, have not meshed with players, who have not been cared for, have been dealt with as a number, who get kicked out of their house after certain activity points are not reached. It's, and they come in here and they enjoy it. They have friends. I check in on my players all the time. Secret does the same thing. And so when we became an alliance with Legion X, we found ourselves fighting toe to toe, back to back, putting our feet into the ground, and fighting off whoever came at us. Forbidden City, all of these higher tier houses came at us, fighting us, and we lost, we won, and we learned and learned and learned, and eventually we turned back towards each other and we went, we're not so different. And so we merged together and we made iSpartans, and that's that's the community, that's the house itself, and yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's pretty good little description there.
I can add to that a little bit. And in my experience, when I first joined iKingdom, my story started in Westweg 2, just like your Bombard one, Fog. But
all
we
the
were
best
up there.
things happen in Westwood.
Apparently they do. But we were up there holding that fief as a 5-man house because we were very new to the game. We had created our own. And Sparta is the one that addressed us during a tea war where he came and talked to us about merging into the iKingdom. So not knowing a lot, we chose to, and when we got introduced to that house, it was phenomenal. The amount of patience and diligence that was shown my group in learning the game and what we needed to work towards, as well as operating mechanics, and the involvement we had was a lot of fun. Not only that, but there were moments in the following seasons of us joining where everyone in that house was willing to take harder fights to let my group be part of the first 15 so that we could get experience and learn. And that's something that I hadn't experienced in another game before. Someone or a group of people willing to make a sacrifice or take a harder path just for the sake of my own learning and experience.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, like, that's one thing that we saw a lot in Goshkia is, like, a lot of our players didn't really have the combat experience, so as soon as the fight starts, all that you get is panic. Like, that's all you get. Mm-hmm. It's like they just lose their minds. It takes a few reps of getting them in, like, boots on the ground, throw them in the fire, and let them see what it's like. Let them experience it. Let them learn about clock management. I mean, it's still something that I constantly have to teach people is, when you got 3 minutes left on the clock and you just retook X, you got to change your focus, and you got to just realize 2 of those minutes are just going to be capping. All you got to do is hold for another minute, and then you win. So it's, some people just get the bloodlust and they're like, no, let's push. But then you cause a mass casualty event, and then there's nobody left to defend, and then they cap it with 15 seconds left on the clock, and you guys all feel terrible. So it's literally like giving them the experience of learning about that clock management, learning about how the flow of these battles happen. Is something that everyone's just got to do, and sometimes it's nice to be on that front line with people, and to have a community that lets you be there on the front line, maybe defending villages at first or whatever have you, just to get that experience. And I know, like, if it's anything like what Secret did with us when he was in our alliance, he is really good at explaining things and kind of explaining that clock maneuvers and the step-by-step process. He's very patient and he's very well spoken, and I'm really proud of him, honestly. Yeah, when I met him, he was kind of timid, and he's really taken into his own. So it's kind of nice to see.
He's a great guy.
Yeah, I do agree with that statement 100%. He knows what he's saying, and he says it very well.
Yeah, I mean, he even taught me stuff, and when he first started playing the game, I was the one teaching him everything. So it was nice to have him come back and teach me things.
Every time he talks about it, he's always like, "Yeah, dude, I learned all my farming from Fog." It's he's like, he always is like, guys, like, Goshkia, like, I was there. It's like the farming, the gods of farming, and he loves teaching farming. And like, one thing that I've learned from him is to care about your players, because like, they are people, and they're taking time out of their days to play TW with you, and that's something that we both have kind of picked up and it put forth, and it makes it so that people genuinely want to be there, because it feels like you're playing with friends. You know, you're not just playing to play. You're playing
Yeah.
with friends. You're winning together with friends. You're losing. It's great. So
It gives you a reason to log in every day, you know?
And
Yep.
he and I have had our nerd out moments over farming.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I like that stuff too.
Yeah, I mean, it's for me, it's, you know, I'm a programmer by day, so math and, you know, analysis is kind of what I do. So it's
Right.
kind of second nature, you know? So, but that's kind of why I was good at that side. But, you know, he's much better at the shot calling side than I am. Like, I don't think I'm even close to being on par with probably the top 75% of the game. I think I'm probably lower 25%, honestly. But, you know, he's just really fun to listen to him shot call at the times, you know?
Yeah, his energy is phenomenal.
It's intense.
It definitely brings the morale up when he's in the room.
Yeah.
All right, so in your opinion, what are the top 5 units in the game?
Simsonater, you want to answer this one?
Spartans, Phalanx, Chariot, Yin Yadao. Throw in a ranged unit. Question is which one?
Sifo.
Yeah, I would say Sifo over Shenji's.
Yeah, those are all really good units. I actually did a lot of Yanido work tonight. But yeah, all right. So which are the worst 5 units?
Oh, I have no idea on that one.
Which ones make you groan when you see someone try to bring them to TW?
Any guns besides Shenji's right now?
Yeah. Let's say Nomkins, Siloid Slingers.
Yeah.
If we're adding Iron Cap Bow Riders, Salemchid Cavalry, and Korchins.
Yeah.
Didn't know what the last 3 were.
Yeah, they're that's how bad they are, right?
Yep. You know, it's really bad when they name these units, but they don't even name like woodcutters or farmers.
Nah, man.
These are a step up from those units.
Top 5 battle serfs, and battle serfs.
You can't just respect the serfs; they'll stop collecting for you. You know.
I made that joke with my group today. We were putting together our units, and I had my farming units. I'm like, that's what I'm bringing to T-War.
There you go.
Good one.
All right, well, let's go ahead and wrap this up. What would be the award you would give to a house or player out there if you had it? And what would be called?
I've been waiting. So, all right, Fog. I talked to you about this before. You said nothing that we get banned off the Twitch. So I'm gonna tackle it with intelligence. Okay.
All right.
Do you know what citronella is, Fog?
The candle, like to keep mosquitoes away.
Yep. Keep mosquitoes away. All right. So just real quick. So last week, you interviewed Fog. Fog, you interviewed LK, correct?
Yes.
And to quote, he said someone was naive. Who did he say that was?
Who?
Secret. He said Secret was naive and that he was our rival. So,
yep.
You know, we laid out our citronella candle, and he came over. He attacked our village, right? And we had 10 guys on there, right? And we beat him, right? We had 10 guys. Then we mustered him. We beat him, right? Okay. Ostaria was broken. We still beat him, right? So I'm just saying he kind of seems a little bit more naive than us. All right. So if anyone from Midway Kings wants to join a house, okay, join any other house. Okay. I don't care if you join our house, just join any house. All right. I love you guys to death. Don't stay there. If you want to learn how to play the game and make TW fun for yourselves, join any other house. I don't care if you join cohorts, join Death Guard. They're good people. Join, any house. Any house. All right.
All right.
And to answer the question from last week, Fog, that wasn't answered before, the intellectual property that I would put into this game is Lord of the Rings, the Mordor one. I want a bow that shoots elven stuff. So my award for smallest mosquito goes to LK in his house. All right.
All right.
All right. Cool. All right.
All right.
So in general, that's it. But you know, and awards for my house. All right. Hailstorm, you've improved so fucking much. All right, you're doing great, dude. Like I see you. You put in work. You put in effort. Prizzy, you're doing so well. You started like 2 seasons ago, and now you're playing with the best of the best, and you're doing so well. And I'm so proud of you guys. Celine, you know, my entire house, Secret's house, you guys are all improving at such large rates. And it's also good to see houses like DeathGuard. You guys are doing so well. We fought you a couple wars ago, and now we're fighting you this war, and it was actually tough. You know what I mean? Like, you guys are doing great. I'm proud of everyone here. All right? Now, here's what I want you guys to do. In every single house, don't give up. All right? Lieging is not easy. Don't give up. All right? Everyone has room for improvement and potential. All right? Don't give up. All right?
All right. Well, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to be with me tonight. And we will be circling around to the players towards the capital rounds. And if you guys find yourself in a capital, I'd definitely like to speak with you again.
Yeah.
We're damnedest.
All right, guys. Well, do you have any closing words for people out there?
Simsonater, do you have anything?
Please maintain patience and diligence for new players because they need that experience. I know how hard that is to do, but
Yeah.
that's my advice.
All right. Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. That's one thing I've been trying to help people with since the start, is helping those new players get their head around this game, because it doesn't exactly come with the best instruction manual.
Yeah, it's pretty hectic.
Mine is it's a video game. Have fun.
Yep. And you know, pace yourself. Honestly, pace yourself. Like, the guys that hit this game the hardest tend to burn out so quick. It's like you just gotta pace yourself, and you'll find enjoyment. Don't worry about getting to the end. Just keep getting to the next step. You know, just the next step. Don't worry about that long game. It's gonna turn you off. You'll be like, I'll never make it. You know, don't look at that horizon line. Just look at your next foot forward. You know.
Yeah, and it's just like, if you're a new player and you see this recording, there's so many resources out there for you. Utilize them. You know, it's not a handheld game. Like, it doesn't hold your hand in a lot of different ways. Utilize them. You can have so much more fun by A, playing with your friends, and B, utilizing things. And that's what houses are for. That's what the cohorts are for. You know, join them.
All right, guys. Well, I want to wish you a good night. We're going to go ahead and continue on out, wrap this thing up. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you all soon.
Yep. Have a nice night.
Yeah.
All right, next up, we're going to take a look at the new houses. We have the infamous Misfits that took to the field tonight for the first time, 150 prestige. I'm pretty sure they were renaming the Berserkers. Then we have Warforged, which I am almost certain was a renaming, because both of these have the exact same lieges that they had last week, but just with a new name. So I think we have 2 renamings here. Take a look at the fief race. We have 19 total houses in the rank 7 category, 12 in the rank 6, and 9 in the rank 5 category. As for population, we have Weight and Salt gaining 10 players, Viltrumite gaining 8, and Vela gaining 5. We see Bestarius losing 5, and Midway Kings losing 5. Take a look at the prestige gains. Explicit gained 2,100. Vanguard with 1,650. Atlas with 1,200. Moo Crew with 900. Death Guard with 390. Misfits with 390. Bestarius 390. Homegrown with 195. And Heater with 195. And Viltrumite with 195. As for prestige losses tonight, we saw Aeternum drop 2,950 points. Forbidden City lost 1,170. Warriors with 1,170. Order of Valor with 400. iSpartans with 325. Black Templars with 300. Odin with 195. Corsair 195. Black Falcons 195. And Vela with 195. As for our top 10 tonight, we have Explicit in first with 3,450 prestige. That is led by Renzion Sama. Next up in second place, we have Vanguard of We Don't Read with 3,150 prestige, led by Tong Tong. In third place, we have iSpartan with the High Council, 2,405 prestige, led by Spartan Plague. Fourth place, we have Dexter's Lab of We Don't Read with 2,400 prestige, led by Zedrix. Next up in fifth, we have Aeternum with 2,250 prestige, led by DARKGOD. Looking at sixth place, we have Warforged of Prometheus with 1,850 prestige, led by Harry Vexen. Seventh place, we have Moo Crew of ChocolateMilk with 1,650 prestige, led by I'm in the Sky. Eighth place, we have Atlas with We Don't Read, 1,500 prestige, led by Capybara Fechero. Love that name. Ninth place, we have Homegrown with the High Council, 1,365 prestige, with Yorleaf as a Liege. And then bringing up 10th, we have Black Templars of ChocolateMilk with 1,350 prestige, led by Eladrian. That brings us round to our top 30. Go and take a look, see where we stack up, take a picture. Moving along to our alliance rankings, we have the Free Agents of Warriors still on the open market with 1,170, Homicide with 300, and Infamous Misfits with 150. As for our alliance changes, we saw one tonight. Misfits joined Chaos Undivided. As for top alliance prestige gains, we see We Don't Read gain 2,700, Brotherhood with 2,490, Chaos Undivided with 390, Whispering Void with 195, Silent House 195, Conquest with 150, and Deuce Vault with 50. Looking at the biggest losses tonight, ChocolateMilk lost 2,350, Chillers with 1,365, Defiance with 390, Hallowed Kings with 390, Hibernia with 350, the Boneyard with 195, and the High Council with 130. Looking at our top 10 alliances, we have We Don't Read up top with 7,050 prestige, led by Dexter's Lab, followed by Vanguard and Atlas. Second place, we have ChocolateMilk with 5,250 prestige, led by the Black Templars, followed by Aeternum and Moo Crew. Third place, we have the High Council with 4,940 prestige, led by Homegrown, followed by iSpartans and Undying Wolves. Looking at fourth place, we have Brotherhood, 3,840 prestige, led by Explicit, followed by Bastarius and Santa Cruz. Fifth place, we have Prometheus with 1,850 prestige, led by Warforged, followed by Ring. I'll get that crown moved over. Sixth place, we have Chaos Undivided with 1,365 prestige, led by Death Guard, followed by Misfits and Old Guard. Seventh place, we have Chillers with 1,170 prestige, led by Forbidden City, followed by Ares and Brazil. Next up in eighth place, we have No Evil with 1,170 prestige, led by Speak, followed by Hear and See. Then we have Hibernia in ninth with 1,050 prestige, led by Goshka, followed by Goshki Dub and Order of Valor. Bringing up 10th, we have Deuce Vault with 950 prestige, led by Midway Kings, followed by 10th Legion. And that brings us round to our seasonal claim board. There you are. Our top four are ChocolateMilk with 43,285. We Don't Read with 40,450. The High Council with 36,530. And Prometheus with 13,340. Taking a look at our historical rankings really quick, we have the top 3 of Vanguard with 435,000, iKingdom with 271,000, and Homegrown with 261,000. Looking at our Alliance board, we have Hibernia with 631,000 taken first. We don't read in the second with 493,000, and Maelstrom sitting in that third place slot with 353,000. Of note, Midway Kings and their Deuce Volt Alliance, they are going to pass them next war. All they need is 275 points, 265 points rather, and they will pass up Maelstrom. All right, looking at the historical renowned board here, we have Goshkia up top, 9,545. iKingdom with 7,635, and then Vanguard in third with 5,695. As for alliances, Hibernia leads with 20,800, Maelstrom with 8,410, and then Deuce Volt with 6,365. Taking a look at the Morgue. Houses we see disappear. I don't know where Solemn Silence is, but they left with 2,700 points on the board. Ming disappeared with 2,350 points, and then Guerrero BR with 600 points. As for alliances, the Resistance disappeared with 10,000, Southern Cross with 2,700, and Dark Tide with 650. And that brings us round to the close of our show. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, everybody. It's been a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed the interviews. I'm going to continue doing those every Saturday, so be sure to set your clocks and mark your calendars and set a reminder. Love to have you guys here. If you would be interested in being a guest star, please reach out to me. I'd love to talk to you and see where we can fit you in. In any case, I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Thank you so much. Have a good one, everyone.
Seems to circle the other, and as you go you remain a stranger to me, to you, but our pieces left uncovered. I'm thinking about four-leaf clovers. I've got composure, silver coin. You hold me, turn me over right now, but expect to forget about it. Watch as the breeze burns golden smoke that you've stolen. Feels like it's my fortune that you're folding.